Well, shall we?
Shall we what?
Go. We're missing our 8:30 dinner reservation.
Oh, then I guess we should.
Don't tell me not another headache.
No.
What then? You nervous about looking glamorous for the first time in public?
Don't make fun of me.
I won't. I'll have you thinking I'm nervous, too.
No, you won't.
We could stay here if you like, have a quiet dinner alone. There's no one in the house. It'll be just the two of us.
No, I think we should go.
All right?
Good evening.
Hey. Santana. Perfect. Mark, would you have our waiter start us off with some champagne? You know what I like.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Well, you're smiling. That's a good sign.
Oh, this funny old song.
You don't like the music? I'll complain to the management.
Oh, no, it just makes me think of something.
Me?
No.
Then I'll complain to the management.
No, my high school prom, we had this 9-piece orchestra, Dave Prandini and his Silver Spoons, and they played music like this all night.
Did you dance and have a good time?
Well, I had a good time. I went with Howie LaFont. He's a priest now in New York City.
I bet you broke his heart.
Oh, no, we were just friends. But I wore this long plaid dress that my mother made for me, and she picked out these really flat shoes so I wouldn't look so tall. And then she taught me to dance when she'd get home after work at night. We'd dance in the living room. She would lead, I would follow, to this favorite record she had. You are my something, something, something.
My father had that same record. Little did I know that every time he played it, you and your mother were tripping the light fantastic on your living room carpet in Ventura.
Oh, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Still remember how?
I don't know, probably.
Well, I can lead, too. I might not be as good as your mother, though.
Oh, I bet you will be.
We'll see. Thank you for the dance.
Thank you.
You know, you have a civilizing influence on me.
I do?
Yes, and I like it.
I'm not doing anything.
No, I don't know. I feel very calm. The whole evening, the champagne, the music, the dancing, right down to the tablecloth. Everything seems very new and perfect.
I am so glad. I was afraid.
Don't be afraid. Anything.
I'm not a very interesting person, Mason. I mean, my conversation doesn't really sparkle.
Yeah, but you do. What? You afraid that you'd bore me?
Well, I wasn't going to put it like that.
I'll tell you something, Mary. Everyone in the world harbors a secret suspicion that the more you get to know them, the less you'll like them. I'm no different. What were you like before you went into the convent?
Same as I am now, only younger. A little more awkward. Oh, I'll tell you, a restaurant like this would have had me running for the hills and 2 forks.
I wish I'd known you then.
Oh, no, you wouldn't have liked me very much. We wouldn't have had much in common.
Well, I know you wouldn't have liked me, but...
Why?
I don't know. I guess I didn't like myself much then.
You turned out all right. You turned out all right.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
Working at the clinic.
That's turning into a second job. Are you trying to get rich?
It's volunteer.
Oh. How about the next night?
Working at the clinic.
You, trying to tell me you'd like to take things slowly?
There's nothing to take slow or fast. I mean, we're just having dinner.
You're doing very well for a dancephobe.
What's a dancephobe?
A victim of dancephobia.
Oh, fear of dancing?
Right. It's a terrible affliction. It starts off with an aversion to romantic music and a tendency to say no when asked to dance.
And then?
Well, the next thing you know, a person can't even stand the sight of a radio. They tremble at old Fred Astaire movies on television. First thing you know, they've taken a night job at a clinic just in case somebody asks them out for dinner and you know what.
Mason, the music stopped.
Well, you see, you may be on the road to recovery after all. Tell me, what would I have to have and how badly would I have to have it in order to come visit you at the clinic tomorrow night?
I'd throw you right out. It's strictly for people who can't pay.
You know, thank you. Sometimes I wish you weren't quite so unselfish.
Oh, it has nothing to do with that. No, I discovered a long time ago when I was a teenager that having some sort of volunteer work just makes me feel better about myself and about the world in general. So you see, it's actually very selfish when you think about it. You should try it.
I don't have time. I've made a personal mission out of you.
You're very much like your father, aren't you?
How can you say that? You don't know my father.
I know his reputation. Strong, direct, won't take no for an answer. In fact, there are times when I'm in his room when I feel something... I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You feel what?
His power. How hard he's fighting in this silent battle for his life.
Ah, yes, the indomitable spirit of C.C. Capwell. I know all about it.
Boy, it must have been hard for you to grow up in his shadow.
Well, this isn't clinic night, Mary.
I'm sorry. It's none of my business. It's just, I keep getting the impression from your family that there are bad feelings between you and him.
The family talks too much, especially Gina.
Gina's very fond of you. You know, I'm really developing a lot of admiration for Kelly and Eden.
Why is that?
They are so self-assured. You know, I see them at the house, Eden with Cruz and Kelly with that photographer, and they're just so comfortable.
You mean with men?
Yeah.
More so than you?
Well, you know, they don't flirt exactly, but they're not embarrassed about being admired, and they were proud and...
Sexy.
I guess.
And you envy that?
Not that particularly.
Good. So sex appeal isn't something you can work at. It's a part of whatever a person happens to be, man or woman. You already have it.
I do.
Like it or not.
Well, then I guess I may as well like it.
You may as well. I sure do.
Thank you for a very nice evening.
Thank you for a very nice evening. You know, I think you'll find that ordinary manners don't cover this kind of situation. Thank you, and thank you, and then what?
Then, good night.
Good night. This is, part of the etiquette, too.
Well, wait, it wasn't a nice evening. It was much more than nice. I don't know when I have talked so much or laughed about so many things or felt like...
I'm going to kiss you.
No, you're not.
It's part of the non-etiquette also. You know, I don't usually kiss ears on the first date.
You know, it's very late for me. I think I really should go to bed. Good night. I'm sorry.
No, I'm used to having doors closed in my face, but not my own.
I'm sorry.
You're doing fine. Let's, take it again from the top. Thank you for a lovely evening.
No, thank you.
And good night.
Good night.
Well, shall I, see you to your door? Upstairs?
All right. But no more good nights.
Well, how was your dinner?
Fine. I'll see you in the morning, Gina.